Hi friends, today we're going to talk about our quiz from Friday. We're looking at solving multi-step inequalities and equations. Looking at number 1, it says Alice is going on a date with Max to the movies. They agree to split the cost in half. They will purchase 2 movie tickets M, 2 drinks D, and 1 container of popcorn P. Alice and Max wrote an equation to determine how much each will pay. If each person pays $25.50 at the end of the day, what is the price for 1 movie ticket? Okay, so this is our equation that we're going to use to solve this problem. I have highlighted in green. So I know that drinks cost $6.75 each and popcorn is $9.50. I don't know the price of movie tickets, so that's what I'm trying to solve for. So I'm going to rewrite this as 2M plus 2 times D, which is 6.75, plus P, which is $9.50 for popcorn, divided by 2, and I'm going to set all of that equal to $25.50. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this together, so that when I solve that, I get 2M plus 2 times 675 is 13.5, plus 9.5 divided by 2 equals 25.50. Mr. Wood's going to run out of room here. Okay, 13.50 plus 9.50 is 23. So I'm gonna bring, I know this is confusing, I'm gonna bring this over here. I have 2M plus 23 divided by 2 equals 25.50. I'm gonna multiply both sides by 2 so that those cancel out. 25.50 times 2 is 51. So now I have 2M plus 23 equals 51. I'm going to subtract 23 on both sides of my equation. 51 minus 23 gives me 28. So now I have 2M equals 28. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to get M by itself. M will end up equaling 14. So the price of movie tickets are $14 each. Okay, so looking at the inequality, I have negative 1/4 x minus 1 is less than 7 minus 5/4 x. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add 1 to both sides of my inequality. When I do that, I get negative 1/4 x is less than 8 minus 5/4 x. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add 5/4 x to both sides of my inequality. Oops. So now I have negative 1/4 x plus 5/4 x, which simplifies to 4 over 4x, or just x. Is less than 8. So my answer is simply x is less than 8. For number 3, Hayden is making candies to sell. He makes a profit when 75C minus 0.75C minus 5 is greater than 51.25, where C is the number of candies sold. Which of the following candies sold would result in Hayden making a profit? Select all that apply. Okay, so when I'm solving this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug each of these in to figure out, in for C, to figure out which are greater than 51.25. So when I do that, I'm going to take in my calculator 0.75 times 41 minus 5, which is 25.75 is greater than 51.25. That is not a true statement, so A is not going to work. B, I'm going to plug in 50, so 0.75 times 50 minus 5, 32.50 greater than 51.25. I know that is not true, so I'm going to cross B off. C, 0.75 times 75 minus 5 is 51.25 greater than 51.25. That is not true. They're the same. So C will not work. 85.75 times 85 minus 5 is 58.75, which is greater than 51.25, and that is true. So D will work, and then logically 125 is bigger than 85, so E will also work. So D and E are the correct answers for number 3. For number 4, we're determining whether each equation has one, no, or infinitely many solutions. So I'm going to go ahead and start with A. I'm going to distribute the 7 to the 8x and the 7 to the 5, which means I multiply. 7 times 8 is 56, so 56x plus 35 minus 35 is equal to 56x. 35 minus 35 is 0, so now I have 56x is equal to 56x. Because these are the same, if they are equal to each other, that means there are infinitely many solutions. Letter B, I'm going to distribute the 5 to the x and the 5 to the negative 4, bring down my 13x minus 5x plus 20 is equal to 8x plus 5. I can combine like terms here. 13 minus 5 is 8, so I have 8x plus 20 is equal to 8x plus 5. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 20 on both sides, combining my like terms. 5 minus 20 is negative 15. I need to get my x's on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 8x on both sides. When I do that, I get 0 is equal to negative 15. That is not a true statement, so this is a no solution problem. All right, looking at letter C, I'm once again going to distribute my 8, which means I multiply to both parts of the parentheses. I have 8x minus 32 is equal to 8x minus 32. I'm going to subtract 8x on both sides. Those cancel. I'm left with negative 32 equals negative 32. That is a true statement, so these are infinitely many solutions. If they're the same on both sides of the equal sign, that's infinitely many. And then finally, letter D, I'm going to distribute the 5 to the x and the 5 to the negative 1. So I'll have 7x minus 3 is equal to 5x minus 5. I'm going to subtract 5x on both sides of my equation. Those cancel. 7 minus 5 is 2x minus 3 is equal to negative 5. I'm going to add 3 to both sides of my equation. The 3's cancel. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. I'm going to divide both sides by 2. When I do that, I get x is equal to negative 1. And so this would be a one solution problem. Good job, friends.